Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum. My name is Muhammad Asim. I'm working as DevOps engineer. Today my video is with regard to the security group usage by using the Terraform module. So this is the Terraform module which I've already pushed to the GitHub repository. You can use these modules. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to use these security groups, and we are going to deploy an EC2 instance. And on that EC2 instance, you see I'm gonna use these security groups for I'm going to use the UserData, and UserData shell script is with regard to the Pritunl. So you can automate the deployment of Pritunl VPN, which is at the back end using the OpenVpn. So let's begin. So I need to tell you that first of all, I'm going to the cd into this AWS multi-account folder, and these are the main TF file. So first I'm going to initialize the Terraform. While it is initializing, I'm going to pause the video so to save the time. So guys, it is initialized. So what I'm going to do is to quickly deploy the VPC first in my relevant region. Target module dot VPC, and the VPC module is going to be the same which I'm using in my previous videos. So with regard to the VPC, I've also make the video, and this is the VPC we are going to deploy, and let me show you guys the VPC. So later on we are going to deploy the EC2 instance. So this is the VPC in Frankfurt. By default it is the default one. I'm going to say yes to the VPC, and it is going to deploy the 20 resources. Let me just refresh it. So this is the VPC beside the range 1011. So this is I'm going to deploy. So guys, as you see, our VPC is deployed. So now in this VPC I'm going to deploy an EC2 instance. Let me show you the module with regard to the I'm going to deploy the EC2 instance, and I'm going to attach two security group rules of Pritunl. These are the security group SG3 and SG1 security group rule 3. If you go to the SG3 rule, it is with regard to the Pritunl, and I'm going to open this port, open these ports on this EC2 instance, and I'm going to also use the SG1 security group, which is this one security group. So I'm gonna use I can use both rules, but I guess that one would be fine. So let me first of all see the Pritunl security group. This is the web, and this is the Pritunl, and I've opened these ports on it, and I'm going to reference this security group 4. So I'm going to edit this and put the security group 4 here. So these are going to attach these rules, but attach the security group without any rules. So let me deploy an EC2 instance. I'm going to apply this target module. It is giving me an error that no file exists, so I have to adjust the path of this. So I will be back in a moment and will update you. So guys, error is with regard to the path, as you see guys. So this file lives here in the user data folder. So I have provided this path. Now let's try to initialize this module again. Hopefully it will not spit an error. So the path is fine now. I have shown you guys what was the mistake. So what we are going to do is to deploy, let's say, how many number of EC2 instance I have put here. Instance count 1, 2 here, it should be 1. So I will say no, and I'm going to redeploy this one again. So we need one EC2 instance of Pritunl, so that is why I've redeployed the setting, and you see it changes to 4 resource. So put yes. Hopefully will not get any error. It is also going to create the key pair, and the key pair, let me check in that EC2 instance. If I go to the key pair, and this is the key pair, if it is already attached, it will also give an error, but it was not attached. Actually it is created and attached it. So if you go back to the EC2 instance, you see it is launched. Terraform launched one EC2 instance. If I open the Pritunl security group tab, in the next section you will see the Pritunl dev security group is attached it, and if you go to the inbound rules, you will see no rules here. So why it is not showing any rules? Let me show you which module it is attached with it. It is okay, it is the security group 3 default, and it also uses the security group 2 module. Okay, so what I'm going to do is to first I'm going to launch the module SG2, which is regard to the Pritunl. Okay, just a minute. SG3 is the Pritunl module. I'm going to deploy that SG3. And in that I have allowed the 3 ports, and if I refresh that, you don't have to change anything from the backend manually, you see, and these are the port I've allowed. In fact, this is the, let me edit this one. I need UDP port for the Pritunl, and these 2 port should be from the TCP. So I'm going to edit, and we'll be back in a moment with you guys. So guys, what I've done, I've added this UDP ports and also added the TCP port 80 and 443. So I'm doing these all in front of you, so you will be able to play with these and able to adjust accordingly what is your requirement, so you can do updates yourselves as well, you know. So let's begin. Hopefully it will change the security group rules. See, it is going to destroy 2 and add also the 2 rule which are of TCP. I need 1 UDP and 2 TCP rules. You see, HTTP, TCP, this is what I want from my Pritunl, and this 1 UDP rule. So it is deployed. So now I'm going to also deploy the security group 4 module. The security group 4 module is let me show you guys, is the Pritunl reference in which I've allowed the security group 3 as a reference, and the as a reference means the ID of security group 3 module 3, which is the Pritunl, will be referenced here. So let me add and I will show you, you will have a better idea. These modules are not available. I've done a lot of working on these security groups, and all these modules are written in Terraform version 12. And these security groups give you real convenience. So let me go to the security group section. Just a minute. And this is the Pritunl reference group I'm talking about. So you see, this is the Pritunl. If you see the ID, this is the ID. Now I'm referencing these. I need these 2 ports 80, 22 and 443 for access to be allowed on this Pritunl EC2 instance. If I go back to my EC2 instance and let me refresh it. Also refresh the page. So these are the rule. You see, 2 rule security groups are now attached: Pritunl and Pritunl reference security group. So you see, these 2 rules are attached with EC2 instance. In Pritunl main group, I've allowed I've allowed this 1 TCP and the second TCP and 1 UDP rule. So and the other is this one. I have to check the also the user data. I've put it here. Let me, what I've done, because in the UDP I have to allow this port. Okay, the persistent port for UDP is 12323. So let me update that as well. So if I go back and what I'm going to do is to update the Pritunl main security group, which is this UDP port. I need 12323. Let me just confirm again, and 12323. Yeah. So I'm going to redeploy the SG3. In fact, redeployment is just, you know, it will update the port which I have not seen my user data, and this is going to update the security port 12323, and I will check and double confirm that what port is actually now open for the UDP. So I have to say yes as well. So it is going to destroy that UDP rule and change it to this one 12323. So if I go and refresh it, you see in a moment my security group is updated, and this is the port I need. So what I'm going to do, as I've told you, this is the user data which I'm using. You should attach the static IP with it, and I can also mention in my Terraform module, but currently I guess I don't have any added any functionality with regard to that. If I put this IP on your browser, I've told you that I've added the port 80 and 443 here. So I will be back in a moment with you guys. Sorry guys, I've seen my mistake. I've done this horrible mistake, 433. It should be 443, which is of HTTPS. So this is the issue. I'm going to be back in a moment with you guys, and we are going to redeploy the script again, redeploy the EC2 instance. So make sure that you avoid these mistakes. Thank you. So guys, as you see, the TCP rule is 433. So this is the mistake we have done. So we have to rectify this one. So what I'm going to do is to update this 433 to 443. So if I go back to my my main Pritunl, so this is the one which I should change with regard to the Pritunl, and it is SG3 module. So I'm going to type SG3 again. It will show us any update with regard to that if it is there. So the upgrade will be shown with the tilde sign. So it is going to destroy, I should put apply here. So the best thing is that you should use the Terraform plan, and even if you use the Terraform apply, try to avoid -auto approve, because then it will destroy the infrastructure. So be careful. You see, it is going to destroy this old 433 and put the new rule of 443, which is the TCP rule, which we need, and that is why we are getting an error. So let me refresh it. You see this is updated. So now I'm going to deploy the EC2 Pritunl again. So let me apply again. So what I've done, I've destroyed the previous instance, and you see both these are terminated. So I'm going to create a new EC2 instance, and I have to put yes here, and the key will be created, public key will be created here. As you see, the new EC2 instance is deploying. So what you have to simply do is to copy this and put this in the browser, and it will redirect to HTTPS 443 once it is deployed. So currently it is in initializing state, so hopefully will not get an error. So I recommend to put an elastic IP here for the VPN you created with regard to the Pritunl, and with this I've already created the video. You can watch that Pritunl configuration video. So once the deployment is done, you see it is redirected to HTTPS, and it is fine what we'll do, go to the advanced and accept the risk. So this is the Pritunl, and with regard to the user data, you simply put this Pritunl user and Pritunl password. And with regard to the configuration of Pritunl, I recommend you to watch my complete video which I have done on the Pritunl. So it is a very nice feature. It gives us an client VPN automation which includes the two-factor authentication. So Pritunl. So I'm going to put the password here, and this will go to this dashboard, and the rest settings will be done accordingly. So this is it, guys. Kindly like and share my videos. Hopefully you like this video. And with regard to the security groups and launching of EC2 instance, and in that EC2 instance we provided the user data, and also we provided the public key which is created automatically. And let me show you that key as well. You can create public and private key which is called asymmetric keys with the command line as well. With regard to the command, I will show you the command. The command is very simple. You can type ssh keygen and put the file name here -f, and I am on desktop, so let's say any key, it will create public and private key pair for you guys. So I'm not going to create it. That's it. Thank you very much. Have a nice day.